What? Where did the game go? Hello? There it is. I found it. It was hiding behind a couple of things. Hold on, I'll have to put this up here then. So put that up. Put that up. That's fine. Okay, yep. There it is. There it is. Couple of things were hiding it. It was just blocked. You know, happens to the worst of us. Well, oh wait, hold on a second. There we go. That should make it perfect now. Everything should be on now. We have the game audio, we have me. Everything should be perfect now. I will say it is a little loud, so I'm gonna turn down the volume on my end. Let me know if that affects anything for you guys, but it is a little bit loud for me. Alright. Otherwise, welcome. We're gonna finish Ace Attorney, or I don't know how long this trial is, but I'm gonna try to make an attempt to play through a good amount of this. As much, or for as long as until things go wrong, or until at a minimum 2 hours passes. So, you know, it's nice to get back around to doing this. You know, we've been on hiatus for like what, a month maybe. It's been a little while, but you know, here's hoping to a nice, fun, relaxing time. Xander, I'm surprised you're even here. I thought you oh, the audio did get quiet. Okay. Okay. That's weird. I didn't think that doing the audio on my end would change the audio on the game. Did it get louder at all then? Because I did turn it back up to where it was. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to play it about this loud. It's fine if I go deaf. But anyways, yeah, Xander, I'm surprised you're even here. I would have thought that you would have had a family event going on right about now. I told you it was loud. I'll turn it down some though. I think I remember, yeah, I think I remember I had it lowered before, but Braden told me to turn it up for one of the streams. I turned it down just a little bit, so you let me know. Jesus. Is that Mia again? It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, till the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Right in Co-Law. Did the audio get any better, Xander? I know I turned it down just a smidge, like maybe 4 decibels. Why do I come to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Ah, it's the Maya substitute. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? Not too noticeably worse. Okay. Do you want me to turn it down then? Like maybe another 2 or 3 decibels? Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous detective... Wait, the famous defense... Huh? Famous defense attorney Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are? The coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Right. Wait. You're the Phoenix Wright? Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you're Phoenix Wright, right? Oh yeah, no, it's fine. The thing is, not my ears. Or I thought it was your ears that were being destroyed, but like, my ears are fine for now. The undefeated defense attorney. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. Besides, I did take an L once before, but that was because I was ambushed by a Biden operative in my chat. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time. But... please, you have to help. It's my sister. Huh? Oh, yeah, he's reminded of Maya. B? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. Emma Sky? I wonder what the pun is here. It's gone over my head. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Well then, let's, I guess let's have a nice little chat, Miss Emma. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just that you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 6. She's only 6. She's only 15? Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? Right? Me too, Phoenix. I'm said to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. Jesus. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, illegally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader? But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow. My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. Oh my god. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness? Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If that case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. Looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Well, just one more question then. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. It's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Music cut out. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Oh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, take this! See this? It's my attorney badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver, the gold plating is flaky a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. Doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale yet. Well, fair enough, Phoenix. Let's get a move on. Let's see who this other person is then. February 22nd, detention center. Uh-oh. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Did you not want to raise this here? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Who the hell is this? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Nice introduction. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, you know me. Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for the district? Does Edgeworth work underneath you? You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Something wrong, right, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start, which is... The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. It's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car's trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case is getting worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. To make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do their job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. An awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? Not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. I'm supposed to defend this. And to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? 2 years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here for this office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey. It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That's probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did it? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you. Oh. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. So am I free to do the case? You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all, the case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Anna has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. What's this about a detective, Xander? Don't tell me she killed Gumshoes. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she, well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Let's move. Unless, is there something else to talk about? Nope. Underground parking lot. Oh god. This place looks official. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey, everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there, who's this? You're expecting to go on... Partner. Is this Gumshoes? Partner. Oh, whoa. Cowboy? Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get some sort of a southern accent set up for this guy. What do we have here? Looks like Bambina got loosed from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. You're fixing to mess with what's ours. You'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that a hombre of friend of yours? Kinda, sorta, yeah. He's a detective. Thinks he's a sheriff on the Wild West, it seems. Let's take a look around then. What do we have here? What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found a wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is a real basic anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. That sounds like a crime. How is that scientific? Yeah, it sounds like theft to me. Portable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now look at the court record. Huh? You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Oh no, do I have to flip this thing around? Did they add 3D physics to this? Now start by examining every single angle. Oh. Okay, look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. What is that, the X button? Oh, it is. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Oh my. Goodman ID added to court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Well, good to know. Glad we could get that established as early on as here. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from in there. I'd say it says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. True. These days, are you kidding me? Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. Fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Have stairs. Ladder. Yes. Oh my god. Ha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. You don't say. We have this weird pillar. We have these barrels. We have the phone. No venting. So it wasn't the cause of an Among Us. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Oh my goodness, why is she such a papega? This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. An oil drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. I don't know, Emma. You're not holding a strong case for yourself. Well, that's enough examination, I think. So let's go back to the office. Nope, nothing here. What if we move to the detention center? Nope, nothing here. Anything else here? Is there something I missed? Oh, the gate? This is where the cars leave the lot. Here on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both, kind of a dual purpose. Aha, the theory of relativity. She just brings science into everything. Commend her for that, but she's kind of a papega. What? Gotta write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know what relativity... Wait, what? Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Okay, I've got to have missed something. Come on. Piece of evidence? Slide. Oh, there's more. Okay, I didn't realize that at first. Okay, yeah, there's way more to work with. Okay, that looks like a very fair piece of evidence. Is that supposed to be the chalk drawn out thing? Got all these cars, buttons. I'm gonna dart around the more obvious things and see what it is that I can investigate. Number 3. Nope. Oh, that's interesting. I can't actively interact with the sidebar, this little bottom bar. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. Wonder what this is. Wait, hope he's back. Well, partner, looks like you've got no intention of going home quietly. Well, if it ain't Marshall. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Gah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, little Philly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is, and when for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittle Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202 in the High Prosecutor's office. Oh damn, are they leading us there immediately? I wanted to look at the rest of this stuff. I felt like there was good evidence there. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great, maybe there are more clues here. Wait, maybe there are some clues here around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Who is this? Another character? Who are you? What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches around... Wait, you're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Whoa! That looks delicious. Never mind, I thought she was a weirdo. But I've been easily tempted by food, like most shonen protagonists. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Oh, she the witness? Images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? Oh, I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Okay, ma'am, well, perhaps we could have a conversation. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was the day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the names of the innocent. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they called me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. But what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. See Lana Skye wield that knife so? Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunches of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this petty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who's tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. It's a Trilobite? How did you manage to get one of those? That must have been expensive as hell. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of the Trilobite's flavor. I do. That sounds amazing. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room. He works at the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? Glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. You don't know what a trilobite is? It's an ancient prehistoric, essentially isopod. They traveled in the ocean, on the ocean floor. I don't remember exactly which time period, but they were around for a long time. I want to say from Precambrian through most of the Jurassic and maybe even to the Cretaceous. They're very interesting little critters. They kind of resemble horseshoe crabs, and I think even relative in size as well. Yep, ancient bugfish. They're really cool critters though. They came in a variety of shapes and sizes like most bugs. They were pretty neat. I think they're neat little specimens. Prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense a hostility. Hostility? Huh. Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal troubles in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough up queen. Thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay, well, what if we present her this? About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. You're showing this to me, the lunch lady? Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. I don't always feel like I'm being mocked. Okay, well, let's move. Oh, wait. Examine. Oh, it doesn't let me go over there anymore. I can't. Oh, no. I missed out on some potential evidence. Well, I guess we gotta move then. Oh, going to the High Prosecutor's office. We gotta go. What the hell? Is that? I feel like this is Edgeworth's office. I see the little robe to the left, but I see. What was it? Not the Steel Samurai. Place isn't as clean as I would have thought. Is that like an old Chinese tea set? Whole bunch of books, a ladder. Is that chess? I don't even know what that trophy is over there. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. Trophy? What, that shield? Takes real nerve. Wait, takes real nerve to display the stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must really be. Ooh, is this actually Edgeworth's office? Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. It is Edgeworth, isn't it? It is! Long time no see, Edgeworth. How's it feel being a free man again, thanks to me? Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan. Oh, great. Edgeworth has fans? My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister is a chief prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here, he... Hey, don't blame me. We were just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? Body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? Damn, she's just constantly dissing her Oshi, dude. That's wild. What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Well, Edgeworth, let's have a conversation. Well, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all the trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. You're the chief prosecutor's little sister, huh? Yes, sir, Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You're really grown. I'll admit it, it was a surprise for me, too. Think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand... Wait, what did you just say? Anna Sky is the chief prosecutor, top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Edgeworth, to be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. Heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. Hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there was some who say I'm the responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. Ain't that the truth? It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. I think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? That bronze? It looks green to me. Gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. My first big case. Oh, hold on a second. Wait, I think I'm realizing a correlation here. So Lana Sky is like the Mia for Edgeworth. This is the Mia and the Maya for Edgeworth. Interesting. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not... Oh, wait. Is that how bronze works? Does it turn green over time? Or does it start off green? Is the bronze rust? Oh, right. The Statue of Liberty is green now. Wait, so how long has he had that thing? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some sort of responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was a knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Oh. This is a victim's blood, no prints. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Oh wait, no, let's not move. I want to examine this place some more. Edgeworth, now that you're here, we can talk about this stuff. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? There's a big K on it. Prosecute. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? Oh wait, did Phoenix say that? Okay. So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kinda like Employee of the Month, only better. Oh wait, what? Added to the courtroom records, why? Why is that trophy here? Wow, this jacket is even lacier than the usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right? I've never seen him wear it. Sure, there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. He's getting way too excited about this. Okay, well, let's see. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. Polished so well I can see my own reflection. That Gumshoes is doing? Strange, why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. K for Keck W. Keck W of prosecutors. That's Edgeworth, alright. Alright, what else do we got? A couch. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. And then in the morning he has he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheeks from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. What else do we have? Can we play chess? Hey, a chessboard. Not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. Red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edge surrounded a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Couldn't be. God, look at all these fucking books. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get him for him. Oh, I wonder who it could have been. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on the ladder. What else do we have? Okay, no, that's that. The ladder, desk. So now we have to look at what's back here. Let's take a look at this first. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? Old bag? Is that the old lady? And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? Something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? She Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? Nope, she's the old lady. I don't think so. That's just silly. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below it is filled with packets of tea leaves, all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. Such a thing as taking a hobby too far. We look out the window? We can. Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out of this window, the time until... Oh my god, Emma, why? The time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.3... How fast is this person falling? That seems a little fast, Emma. 12 stories? I beg to question your scientific methods. I don't think that's right. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Oh, I don't think there's anything else to talk about, so I guess, Edgeworth. Let me present you with this. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you can go showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. Then my sister would be found guilty. Besides, any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. So let's ask about the knife. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. Doesn't like you very much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I have to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. Police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? Why does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. Doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Can I do that now then? Day of the crime, let's go. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort of file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. The ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. That's when you got that shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves in our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. The murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct your suspicious glare elsewhere. Who the heck is this? Who is this? How many new characters are they going to introduce in this trial? I don't even know what kind of voice to give this person. He looks goofy. Like, honestly, yeah. The heck is this? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth, what is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against the chief prosecutor, Sky? I don't like the way this conversation's going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. What? I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? Made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir... I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your... Oh, give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Mr. Meekins, take your report and leave. Good luck with the raise next month. But, sir, I didn't know. Poor guy, looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir. Guy, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. Victim was detected from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down, at least. Ouch. Up we move. Do we? Oh. So I guess we move. Hexagon head, yeah, no kidding. Oh, hello. Oh, nothing new to talk about. Back to the police department. What the? Oh, the mascot. I remember from the last trial, I think, when we came here. They had a mascot that they're working on. It looks a little beat up. Whew, we're finally here. What the fuck? How did a gnome get here? Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? An animated cutscene in my Ace Attorney game? Disturbing. Why did it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. You're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh. He noticed me. Sure is running over here fast. Uh-oh. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well... At least he doesn't seem busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Okay, well, let's talk. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor's confessed to the crime. She says that she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. What does that guy look like? Looks like a mouse. Looks very goofy looking. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is that little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. Don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Well, nothing really. They kicked me out of the criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe? What did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you. Oh. Xander, what happened? What did you do? I don't even know what the bot did. What did you do, Xander? Why is it always you? Oh, you posted the rat 5 times. Did you do rat jam or just like the rat, like the little mouse emote? Oh man, why is it always you, Xander? You always you make the mod or the bot mad. That's so funny. So at least I know it works now. I haven't seen it used at all. So good to know it works. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down, Pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolsman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Okay, well, what if I show you this? I'm Detective Gumshoe. What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is Detective's ID card. You can't keep that. You have to turn it in to the police. People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. Didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? What about this? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed by Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else could really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. And the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? Have to find out a little more than what's going on with Edgeworth. What about this? Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgewood for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Oh wait, is this? Yep, found. That's what those do. I guess that's all I'm gonna get. Spud King? Potato King? So then there should be... Yes, we have more stuff. Well, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for the case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal, Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot, and Lana's confessing as much. About Edgeworth, he's in a tough spot again. Again? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department's higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. Had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Let's see. Maybe there's some stuff I can find here. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. You know this face? If you do, dial 911. No, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. Hardly ever look human. He has a point. Oh, I guess let's take a look at the badger again. I was wondering about that. What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Oh, we get to see it again. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? Well, I'll give him props where it's due, I guess. It works, kind of. The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Huh? Why is this added to the record? And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met this guy who's, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall is some kind of Wild West sheriff or something. Oh, yeah. No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Letter of introduction. Well, thank you, Gumshoe. I'd be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Oh, I can look at it again, indefinitely. Detective in there looks pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors. Police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. What about these guys? Looks like a patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. Then I said, hey, you do that? Your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. I did hover over the cop. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea why. Well, I think they're designed after a panda. Panda? Not only did they scientifically prove, or not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It's just when I was at a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. You just had been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Fair enough. No, I can look at that too. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think that's kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? Good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without getting extra help. I always get excited when I come to the police station. Why is that? This feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals, well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. Probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Why'd you want me to hover over the cop, Brandon? I think that's everything that we can do here, so we move. I think the right choice is to go back to the... Yeah, okay. We're second prosecutor's office underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation's still going on. I have to be getting back to the shop. Is this someone new, or is this Marshall just coming out of nowhere? Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. Sounds like Marshall. Sounds like Marshall. Wait, no. Oh, no, it's Angel. Oh, still here? Ah, hello. Why, the surprised looks. Didn't I mention? Got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Nope. Hey, what's wrong, Bambino? You're looking like a doggy. You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of crime scene. Okay, well, let's have a... Let's, What do you think of this? Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Aren't you from California? Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I'll warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. A letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog? He's holding a birthday party or something. Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it from Detective Gumshoe's better than blood. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like a settler, strike out for the lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction, crumpled and discarded. I guess I can't really show him anything else, but I'd like to talk still. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, 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 aren't you feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me this tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to the court record. Is my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambino. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. Well, my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. It's high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? Calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago. Tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? Oh wait, so why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Or he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with them Edgeworth. Or with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of the cattle ranch or cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he doesn't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Well, I guess we got some examining to do. Some things I missed out on. Texas evidence countdown is canon? I'd believe it. Trope is this. Yep. They laid it in there in the outline of the victim's body. So wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. Got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. There's this red car that's Edgeworth's. Oh, okay, no, I get it. So even if I clicked anything in here, they wouldn't have let me do it. Because Cowboy over there would have let me out. It looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out. Right. Check it out. Oh, it's doing it for me. Okay, I thought. So... this phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. Must press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people these from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Okay, so they want me to press the blue button. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Wow, what a ringtone. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over here? Oop. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone there, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? Belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those new-fangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. Hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh, I'm inside of the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Well, okay, good to know. Let's examine some more. I feel like there's still some stuff to learn. This place is great. I like Patrolman Marshall. This game was made in 2017. Or this specific trial, I guess? Goodness. This appears to be a car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Crime took place in the underground parking lot at a prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Oh, it takes place in 2017. Damn, wait a second. That's crazy. The timeline for this is wild. A luxury car, it just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get that big bucks. Wonder whose car that could have been. Oh, whoa. Truck. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 75122. Right, let's see. 67S 122. 67's 122? The name printed on the paper above it says Goodman. It fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so does that mean? What does that mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self: for deductive reasonings, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Sure, Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's memo found in the car trunk. Okay, so we'll do another thorough look. I didn't even realize that was a thing. I was just glossing over the car. Music is great though. E-block. Through there, that's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. That sounds very cannibalistic. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think about it too deeply and you'll be fine. I think that's all that we got, or all that we need even. Well, 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 Marshall. Glad that we could have our oh, whoa, there's more to talk about. I was gonna say, glad we had our conversations, but nah, I gotta go, but I guess not. There's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. I have many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... There's something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing it through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is until he met you. Rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Oh, sad music. Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What you're saying? What? Wait, what? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around there somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? They targeted him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. Says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai, isn't it? It is. It's the Steel Samurai. Yep, it's the Steel Samurai theme, isn't it? The popular TV show for kids. Ooh, outed. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Oh, so the readouts, the last person she called was her sister. 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me about what you talked about? She hung up right away. See. Something updated in the courtroom. Okay. The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. I feel like we're missing a whole lot. Oh boy. We've got a trial. Oh boy. That was such a fun case. Despite how, like, iffy it was, the Steel Samurai case was fun. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is a big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. Gnomes. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? Defense attorneys should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's one decisive difference between you and her. That is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. First trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. Oh, Mia. I'll be alone in there. I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Bonk? What the hell did it get bonked for? Edgeworth. Been 2 months, but I haven't seen him in court since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. Judgment to be made here is at our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office loft. Wow, much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. She was a witness to her crime. Professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. Cough up, Queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. I haven't eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, and you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca even taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running around Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide the descriptions of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Huh? What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Yeah, no kidding. Me too, Emma. Miss Star was a detective?
Aha! I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough of Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. Very well. You may continue with your description, Miss Star.
Just who is this lady? I might have the court's attention over here.
Why?
The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. Chain divider separates the 2 blocks. Suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of Block A, in the car's trunk. Killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Fortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest made on the spot.
And who was that valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans added to the court record.
She's not, no, Xander, she's not a coughing.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
You can, then give them your worst, Miss Star.
Wait, are they talking about me?
Testimony time.
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend, when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garnished car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing your lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching.
As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Okie dokie. Okay. Hold it. How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's barbaric abhorrence of the crime. Their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I'd found my dream job and I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
My way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. What can we learn from this? This boyfriend, he's a detective? Not that boyfriend. The security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend and that boyfriend and the other boyfriend. Here to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Security guard room is on the lot in Block A. It's up on the second level, as you can see everything from there. That would be the room with a security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in the B block when she witnessed the crime. Alright, let's see those senses of yours. You sense something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder. Felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese?
Pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
I must be hard-yellowed and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there is the lot. There in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Okay, yeah, she saw it through the wire fence. By Gardish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was a defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh?
Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline somewhere else. You cry plagiarism. May be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Oh shit! Shit! That's really, really bad. Photograph.
A photograph? You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap! I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. You know what? I see it. She has the hair that goes over one eye, the black dress. If she just had the little thingies on her hair, then yeah, it'd be almost uncanny. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
Crime photo added to the court record. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh. This is unmistakably Lana Skye.
So what was that defendant doing at the time?
Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her hand. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. Yeah, you're right. She has onigiris instead of the little hair pieces, I guess. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad would have been a better metaphor.
The defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise a knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yes, the next moment, Chief Prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. I said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, this star's testimony is flawless. That's pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Sid, is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Okay, so then, let me see. What do we all have here? Being a prosecutor is the murder weapon. Death due to blood loss. Died within an hour and a half? Hold on. Name of deceased, Bruce Goodman. Date of time of death, February 21st, between 4 p.m. and 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood from her chest wound. Assessment wound was caused by a knife. A single stab wound was found. Hold on. Oh, I can check it even further? Strap. Oh wait, no. A boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know? See, the series is as popular as ever with the kids. There's that. I don't think the phone will be of very much use yet. So Edgeworth's car was right there. I need to run through it again. That parking spot looks awful though. How the hell did he manage to get in there? How does he back it up? What? Oh, hell. We have the ID card. Knife. The time that Edgeworth arrived. Need to... more about this knife the suspect was carrying. 4 inches long. Okay, no, this was the egg analogy. A garish car. A garish, you mean? Knife was also Mr. Edgeworth. It was her. I sense something. Perhaps this is my finally home detective intuition. Felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. Feeling when you get no idea what that means. Speaking of detective's intuition, wasn't Detective Bruce Goodman also a detective? Oh cheese. Okay, this is the cheese analogies. This one just talks about all the stuff that Edgeworth had. This is the cheese analogy. And then this one she just talks about her boyfriends. Whoops. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. Did see her raise the knife to strike, no? Yes, there was a point. Gnomes? Why do the gnomes keep appearing? Too late. The chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. Let me see. But he died an hour later, didn't he? Doesn't the autopsy report say that? Hold on, I'm gonna double check that. And 4 and 5:30. Hold on, wait. There's got to be something else here. How did you know? Hadn't been laid off. Very well. Okay, hold on. I'll listen to the boyfriend. Security guard room is on the top. Oh yeah. On the second level where you can see everything from there. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. B block, what you find? A wire fence. Prosecutor was holding a knife. Okay, so what can I... The badger. It was the badger. I feel like the lie in the testimony, or at least the part that I can pick apart so far, is autopsy. Where exactly can I put the autopsy report? I'm not 100%. I want to start over. And try to stop the crime. Too late. Brought down the murder weapon. I feel like I'm either being thrown off or this it's only a flesh wound is some type of hint. What could it be? Let's do a day like this with calm. Do I have anything to prove her bias? In the prosecutor's office. Oh wait, I can look at this even further? It's stated in the day. And the murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. It was held up at light. Couldn't have been caught up in this whole affair, perhaps. Well, never know what happens when you run a yellow light. Oh god, this is so trippy. Interesting. Oh, I can look at the knife too? No prints. I didn't realize all the things I could look at. Okay, wait, no, we have more information to dig through. Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What Edgeworth doing with only a knife? Maybe he spent his weekends roughening it up in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think a fruit peeling theory. Scary thought. Okay. I don't have much information from the knife. Can I examine this furthermore? Here of relative interest. Oh god, this is gonna be so trippy. Name and ID number written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Letters. Goodman. ID. Yeah, bad ad. Exactly my point. Did much to amuse her. There. Can I investigate this further? No, I can only look at it. Pictures. Let me look at it. Yeah, but okay. I was wondering what you were trying to reference there. Memo. Why do I have this? Record of part. Thing I haven't fully examined is, yep, this. Okay. A little something up there on the bottom. Take a look. It says. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the name of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Oh, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Ooh. Ooh. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet Mr. Von Karma sometime. She says it. His name does have a kind of a ring to it. Well, then. We go about this. Looks like we've got a little bit of information on a whole lot of things, but not everything. What was Ollie? cheese. What is this about cheese? Brings up his picture, and the other thing is the security stuff. And then also the stab, and I think the autopsy report. If there's anything about... Yes, yeah. Eggs. Killed an egg. I feel like this is also very important. All this stuff. When did she first bring up the flesh wound? I need to remember that one. Moment. I don't feel like that's the case. Sure. Oh. Our heads cool and impress the witness a bit, shall we? We did get new evidence. We got whoops, ouch. We got the floor plan. Yeah, the floor plan in the crime photo. Did she say, hold on, I think she took a picture immediately? Or just when she could? She took a picture immediately, then it doesn't show that she has a knife, though it does show that she's bloodied. Prosecutor is holding a knife in her right hand, but that's not in the picture, right? Right? Okay, hold on, wait. This was the one where she claims that she stabbed him, right? This knife, and then killed an egg. This one. Yeah, there's no knife anywhere. It does show her bloody. I'm not missing it. There's not a knife in this picture somewhere. There's an A block. That's from across the fence. Right? This is new evidence, too. Okay, it looks like we're onto something. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with her knife. I've already said yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. Isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? And Miss Sky is not holding a knife. Doesn't seem like... It doesn't look like the people are taking this very seriously. Oh, God!
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth.
Yet it is still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. I thought so. Huh? The dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? It's in black and white, but it's a black and white photograph.
Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
But Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ugh, you got a better idea? Might as well. Objection! Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony, namely that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. It seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Hey, we're onto something. Nar. That's it? You run out of lunch, you ordered seconds, problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in the photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? It was not premeditated. She would not be wearing those gloves. Wow!
These gloves do seem to tell a premeditation.
Premeditated murder, a serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
Murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Oh wait. Oh whoa. Okay, so that last part's gone now. So this is the new thing we have to work with. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Uh-oh. She premeditated cleaning the toilet. That's right. Yesterday was the clean. Or wait, was it the cleaning day? Was she cleaning? Was she one of the janitors?
The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. Rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do a murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr.
This is bad. Got them thinking it was all planned. We can prove this claim. The trial's already over. Gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. Said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Oh, wait. So, yeah, it brings us back here. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I meant to... There's probably something I can... The wire fence. The murder was planned. Would there not be some type of stain or something on the knife? It's not the picture. He didn't die instantly, no. It took a while. There's no trace of anything holding the gloves. Not even, I feel like rubber gloves would have left a stain or something, don't you think? Or like some type of smudge of some kind? Doesn't seem to make any sense. But I'm not sure. Can't, not like, oh, I thought I was onto something. Ugh. Why can I get to the top of the knife from here? So weird. Hold on, wait, I need to look at the picture again. So in this picture, yes, she's wearing gloves. They said it was rubber gloves. There's still no sign of a knife. Yeah, they say it's rubber gloves. Her coat has some type of smudges on it. Maybe she was cleaning a toilet and she got poop on her. I don't know.
Maybe Maybe.
Hold on, the murder was planned, the rubber gloves prove it. Rubber gloves prove it.
Is merely a scratch.
Wait, what do you remember, Xander? It is premeditated, and this was a planned killing. And the knife. Where was the knife? Murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of the victim's blood, no prints. It was premeditated. Did she ask for it? She asked to borrow it? How did she get a hold of this? Is his toolbox in his trunk? Where does Edgeworth keep his knife? Again, I already forgot. I'd say either the autopsy report. Is it the autopsy report? I feel like this specifically has the information that it has on here is time-based. Between 4 and 5, and he died within an hour and a half, right? .5-inch knife. Okay. What was the knife? Okay, we're on to something. Witness, do you know what this is? Trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Okay, so it was in his trunk? Indeed, it is my knife. It's a case. Oh god. Defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? Oh. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? We're onto something. She's starting to sweat. The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Ugh, whoa!
Order, order, order.
Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Not quite.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
What?
Hope you weren't deluding yourself to thinking that the tide has turned. But over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Ah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. You know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... Oh, she's still honest about the gloves?
We would like to hear your testimony again.
Witness,
please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Oh, do we have more? We got more in the testimony. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in and again and again. Again and again? That's not true.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. Does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
I'll go through each bit piece by piece, but I'm pretty sure that last bit kind of gave it away. Let's hear it then. You've said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie.
I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again.
Rookie, never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half baked. Something's half baked here, all right, and it's you.
Try not to confuse a defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim?
Actions speak for themselves. You have no proof that Miss Sky called him there.
You have no proof that she didn't. Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts?
There is no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Sky's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried a public phone first, at least.
In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness, why do you think it was a suspect who summoned the victim that day?
Okay, what do you know about this? What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? Oh, gotta get comfortable again. See, we agree there's a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree?
Get it? That's why my lunch was so salty.
This judge isn't very good with metaphors.
The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Can you tell us your basis for thinking this?
Simple. Nothing else could drive. Okay, that's the part I'm interested in. Human machine, that's a contradiction. Oh.
Please.
Don't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth's eyes smell like citrus fruits. What? You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? I often say chopped into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make? What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me?
Let's say that she stabbed him several times and leave it at that.
Leave it at that. This is a murder case, people. You're right. You should speak up if you have an objection, you know? The star has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met. Challenging her alibi, her ability as a detective really set her off. Short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? And how much? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. As shrimple as that. Judging the victim. Well, if I were to be a betting man. Okay. So then. Oh wait, whoops. There we go. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. You testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr.
What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this. Take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed?
Well, witness?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. Now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
And she lifted her knife. I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that... Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Now, you thought something different? What do you think? Red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. What does that mean?
A red muffler?
Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. What? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, the red scarf, wasn't she? Wait. Isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood?
Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib.
A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes.
Actually, I don't think I saw some traces of blood on her chest.
However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. Only one knife wound.
Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure about her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Starr has turned out to be short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her ability as a detective has really set her off.
Oh, why does this keep coming back up?
Oh, okay, because it's the end.
Oh, wait. Prosecutor? Red muffler. Red muffler.
She talks about mistaking it.
Blood?
She's not wearing her muffler. Yeah, her scarf isn't here. Hold on a second. She's not wearing it here. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation.
Oh, the witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
What?
Suspect is not wearing her scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Huh? But that... Oh, can't be.
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good.
And Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What about my objection, Wait, what was my objection? Chopped liver? It was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I don't remember some things accurately, at least. Or I do?
Oh, I didn't read it right, maybe.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Important part? Part where your sister stabs the victim. And this testimony might just be the moment of truth. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off her building. Quickly caught her.
Hold on.
How did you catch her? Okay, this is not the red herring, but this seems to be the part. I'm gonna remember this part. How could she have caught her? She was on the other side of the fence. It doesn't look like there's a top to it. Unless she climbed the fence that had an opening to it and then caught her from there while she was already on running. Yeah, this part seems impossible. Quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Doesn't seem right. Me, Angel Star. Very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is kind of a snake. Bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. Knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Yeah, they're kind of hard to imagine. She's fumbling all over the place, but now I gotta figure out which fumbles were most important. Beautiful but deadly, a predator this one. A leopard woman.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.
Okay, well, if I were a betting man... This doesn't seem right. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said. I was only 30 feet away from her this whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details. Absolutely. Oh, wait, leave her alone. No. Back. Yes, yes, yes. I should press for more details. Press! I'd like to see this on the floor plan, just to be safe. Defense. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here.
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there's a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course.
Amazing. The cough of Queen Lunch Lady Athlete, indeed.
Would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet high, or 9 feet high too. How did this guy not get away? Quickly caught her. Okay. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? Remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. What? Out of all the things that she could have said when you were telling her about her rights, all you heard was muffler?
Just one word.
So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. She can't mean. Ask further. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see? No, the core doesn't see, Miss Starr. Chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the... Fumbling this really hard. Assuming that what she's saying is right, she killed someone, then tried to call using the phone, but that didn't work, then was calling on her regular phone while she was fleeing, and Starr jumped the fence, and then caught her, and then arrested her. Okay. On the wall? Right. In the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
Things I do to please the rookie defense attorney. Update. Okay. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna press this one again. Do you think you could restate your testimony to the court?
Oh, I was going to ask the same thing.
Only asked. Oh, okay. This is new. What? This doesn't make any sense. What? Chief prosecutor stabbed. Okay, the chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. She pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. She jumps the fence and runs over and arrests her. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence.
And then it.
Oh. Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? Okay. She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté de foie gras. Huh? Even kicked over an oil drum at me. Oil drum?
There was an oil drum lying on the side of the scene of the crime.
But it was strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way?
The other...
the parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries. Let's solve a few before finding more, though. This guy tried to run. My sister was so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. You didn't do it. You have to believe me. Second. So what all do we have? We gain got something new here. Oh no. Does it not tell me anymore? Or does it just tell me to examine it? Word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. So the only things that were changed, perhaps, in terms of this, was the phone call, the floor... Make sure I got this right. The phone call, we took a lot of looks at the floor plan. Huh. Hold on a second. And we didn't look at the picture, so the floor plans and the call. Maybe I need to hear her again. Partition off to her side. Her. Muffler. She added a whole bunch to this. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Hold on a second. Okay, I knew this bothered me the first time. How would she have known that she used the phone? Unless the phone is really loud. She can't see her do that. She runs behind the partition. She could have tried to leave. She could have went to anywhere else, honestly. This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. And then from here, she's still behind the partition. She's using her phone. Right. This is a really good picture, though. Makes her look cool. But I think that's what she was aiming for. Mm-hmm. And you saw her doing this. I feel like... Okay. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to that one. Distance is few. What was this one again? I just make an escape. Huh? So the oil drum and those two are the ones that give me... The oil drum and... These two are the ones that get me going. Yes. In terms of getting me, like... Hold on. I guess we'll go in order. There's this one. If I were to take a guess... Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Your testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought that you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, I'll make you cough it all up. Ahem, let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. Aha! Believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the back side of the partition. If indeed you were in B-Block, you couldn't have seen it. Oh, the music's starting up. Order. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. Urgh. It's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie the witness had told us in court. The counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about where she's... No. She's... Saw it... Where... Yeah, this is... The way these are worded, it's kind of weird. Where she saw it... Probably where... Assuming what she saw was right, maybe. I don't know. She could still be lying about that, but I guess we don't have enough information. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Probably this. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it.
Pointless to lie? I see.
Let's say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
Different location?
Now that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one. Objection! Or you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimonies we've heard up until now are all the testimonies we've heard up until now points in one direction. That's from where Miss Starr witnessed this crime was here. If I were to take a guess, can I click this? Oh. This is the only place where she could have been.
Security guard room?
Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from here. But why there? There are many other places she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, could park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? I think the tables would be turned. A man has gotten the better of Angel Starr.
Order, order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure that justice prevails. The guilty? You talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? How so? Why did Miss Starr lie? Doesn't make sense, huh? Could have just said that she saw the crime from the security guard station. Wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands, does it? Still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The witness is found to be lying. They're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Who else? Who else?
Mr. Wright. Do what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. She lied and said she saw it from B block. It's a little difference, but what would change? Difference in lighting, distance of the crime, distance to the crime, angle of view to the crime. Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime.
This is important. Why?
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay. It's alright, let's review what we know. Okay, maybe not that one. B-block. Distance probably then would probably be my second guess. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Oh. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. Distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. Uh-oh.
Oh, well, objection! What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
A witness?
You... Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? All of my lunches have gotten low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch to with my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. What, she ran to the front? Wait, what? What? What is this path? That's when I got to the visitors parking in B block.
It's quite a detour.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
I have a point. The spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Have any evidence to stop this? Raise an objection. 5 minutes between the witnessing the witnessing of a murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in the amount of time. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. Grab lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Uh-oh. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in their testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Fortunately, he'd have overestimated the witness on account of a professional history. Did it? We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. It was too close. I don't think it was that bad. I messed up once.
I'm afraid that the cough of Queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Well, what do you... Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Uh-oh.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker!
Oh my god. No way! He got swayed by food?
To hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. Is she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes. Wait, I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now... Oh. Matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this... Wait, what? Oh, to the matter of the victim's shoe, did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
What? There was blood found on the shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
What? Witness, what is the meaning of this?
Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And
had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh god, don't tell me one of her boyfriends is in the police department. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Mr. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really.
Uh-oh. Prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another court against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. White enamel shoe. Traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Sky. Okay.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Well, let's take a look at what she had to say again. Damn it! I thought I was in the clear. I had only made one mistake and I was okay with it. In those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Okay, well then explain it. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. Results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, 5-minute blank means nothing.
And why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. You fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it.
But false testimonies is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with.
Okay. Why didn't you bring this up? And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime? Came the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief's prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed the valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next.
2 types of blood. Okay. So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensic expert. She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all, and the blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
Oh?
You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Huh? Well, speak up. Uh-oh. Well, blood comes from 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can, more or less, narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. So I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt I could get anyone, or it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. Afraid he was going to say that. Okay, flawless evidence. Can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Ooh, the peppered fish guts. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. cheese in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? Problem? It's critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? I would assume so. If Emma's saying something, I'm not imagining things. I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. A gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe?
Show us the problem with the evidence. Oh god. Okay. Oh god, I've got to find a problem with the shoe? Wait, who are you calling a nerd? You're not talking to me, are you? Oh. Well, there's blood. Is that under the shoe? Because we weren't able to see that before, and so we'd have to rotate it? Probably here, right? I would assume, since it's not what we can see, right? It would have to be under here because the rest of the shoe we can see. Wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
They were onto something. Emma is a giant nerd.
Makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of the shoe?
Well, had to be completely honest. But wait, hold on. I'm a thinking. I gotta get my brain a thinking. Nope. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking first. That doesn't seem to add up. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found at the scene? True! Why weren't there any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there's no traces of any such footprint at the scene of the crime. This contradicts your claim about the shoe. Oh.
This picture only shows part of the floor.
Oh, so there could have been bloody footprints. Uh-oh. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order.
A witness? What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh.
It's true, there has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Oh. Uh-oh.
See. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. She slipped. One vital hint of the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one, a leopard one. Wow. Yeah, the oil drum thing I thought was very interesting. I thought that it was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure. I like your attitude. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. So apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
Oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Then she couldn't possibly have kicked it over with a simple kick. Doubt it. Water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
Oh.
You don't mean...
Yes, a suspect knocked over an oil drum for one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
Uh-oh.
No. Use the evidence I was thinking against me. God damn it. Yes, he said brim.
Bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. And after her deed was done, she knocked over an oil drum to erase her telltale sign.
Why, that's the prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe.
Oh? See no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something. What? What can I do? Sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But
enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well.
The Angel Star is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant Miss Lon...
Larry, I need you to save me again. Hold it. Holding? Huh? Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say that Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but you're handing a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. What?
Hey, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
Is there more? Time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt. Oh. Threats don't scare me. Wait, don't scare the cough up queen. Look at this. Photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
Is there no room for error in this evidence?
Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in the photograph. Hey, it's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
Sorry, Mr. Wright. Guess I help after all. Not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning, and seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Is Mia gonna talk to me? Sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not. Be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up on the asphalt. Wait, get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Give up. Not until the bitter end. Oh, this is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection! Yes! I'm not done yet. Your Honor, wait.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem with this photograph. Okay, hold on.
So, stab wound, chew, this, wet. What is this? What even is this? Is this the paper that he left? Hmm? Yeah, 1 stab wound, died of blood loss. This is in Edward's car. There's his shoe. There's the water. What is it? Is this the paper that we found earlier? Muffler! It's in the muffler! Problem is in this photograph. It's here. What's this? Something poking out of the car's there's something poking out of the car's muffler. Just wait a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no traces of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
Muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking claw sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if it's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Objection. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the other case. You said as much in your testimony. What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Plus what you think this piece of cloth is.
The muffler is related to this. Tell us why you think this. Is this because she said muffler? Miss Starr, recall your testimony to the court. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Yeah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, woo. Get her? Is it over?
Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings.
She said sus. Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. Verdict will wait until we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so. Ooh, that was close. But made it. At least for now. This court will
adjourn for 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
He's still hungry? Oh, okay, to be continued. Jesus Christ, okay. So, I think we are going to call it there. We've streamed for, how long has it been? Almost 3 hours. So, I think this is a good spot to save and call it. So, I'll let some music play in the background for a little bit. Oh god, please don't let it be the depressing music. Okay, we got music. Yeah, that court session was very long. It took up a vast majority of the stream. But, wow. Yeah, you weren't lying, Xander. This is a very long trial. But it's not bad so far. I've made only one mistake on that first part. So, I think I did pretty good, to be honest. I mean, I think the thing that helped me out was that there was a whole bunch of useless evidence. But otherwise, yeah, no, that was pretty... Oh, it gets even longer. Oh my god, this was such a long case. I felt like the end of the last one with Von Karma, where I had Larry literally bail me out. That's crazy if this gets any longer. Anyways, I'll start wrapping up the stream then. So, I'll leave us with my outro. So, thanks to anybody who happened to catch the stream that's happening live. Thanks to any and all who are watching the VOD later on. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad that we could revisit Ace Attorney. It makes me work my brain a lot more, and definitely getting help from the chat like helps jog it a lot faster. So, definitely drop a follow. Any follows are very much appreciated on here. Also, any follows on my other social medias. I've got a where is my my mod is in here. So I guess I'm gonna have to do this myself. Where are all my buttons? Ink exclamation mark SO. Yes, it is. So, oh wait, no, socials, not SO. Exclamation mark social. So, dropping a follow on any one of my social medias will be very much appreciated. So, drop a follow on the Twitch if you found the content entertaining. Very much appreciated. I'm looking to get affiliated. Not really anytime soon, but you know, whenever it happens, will be very much appreciated. Definitely drop a follow on Twitter as well. That's when I post the schedule for these types of things and when I update it as much often. Schedule is already set on Twitch, but sometimes I like to update it, and surprise streams are something that happens every once in a while. So those will be posted on Twitter, so definitely drop a follow there and be on the lookout for those. Also, the YouTube channel's been coming about slowly but surely. We've been a little bit slow on content, but like I said, I think I've got VODs that I'd like to post up as well, so those will be coming out slowly but surely. And yeah, I think that just about takes care of it. So once again, thanks to any and all who happen to catch the stream that is happening live. Thanks to everybody who's watching the VOD later on. I'll see you guys on Saturday when we continue with Persona. I still have a little bit of grinding and stuff to do off stream beforehand, so it's going to look a little different since the last time that we streamed Persona. It kind of got scuffed up and it stopped playing towards the end, and so I've got to replay some of the game to get some of our old stuff back. But otherwise, yeah, no, look forward to next stream on Saturday with Persona and any potential surprise streams that may come along the way. Yep, thanks again everybody. I'll see you guys on Saturday.